Right. So we should stop being reactive and at least be proactive. Let us see that we take this battle to the enemy. Let us go and confront them wherever they are.
Right. Well, anyways, the Supreme Court, as you rightfully mentioned, clarified, and it's the Supreme actually. But there are some persons who are still of the opinion that, look, whether or not it is Supreme, we must look very intricately into the concerns of arbitrary power, a type of power that is just too much and might be doing or encroaching on democracy in itself, may not leave democracy any choice but to wither away. And it is said that if a bad tradition is changed into a better one, that the gods will endorse it. Hence, some Nigerians are of the opinion that, okay, maybe it's time for us to revisit the Constitution. Maybe it's time for us to revisit the Constitution. Probably there's been so much power given to Mr. President, and there is fear that these powers might be used in other instances to impede, to encroach, to suppress dissent voices. Don't you feel that this is a concern or concern enough? Are you there, Doctor?
I should respond to you.
Yes. Don't you think it's concern enough? I mean, it's said that if a bad tradition is changed into a better one, the gods will endorse it. Understood, understandably so. Supreme Courts have said, okay, Mr. President has the power based on their supreme interpretation to it. But then again, can we still say that the Supreme Court is bigger than the Nigerian people? If the Nigerian people are yearning for a constitutional change that says that these powers are just too much for the executive, for Mr. President, it should be indeed devolved so that it is not used arbitrarily.
If you look at the Constitution and you study the Constitution very well, you discover that governors of state in Nigeria have more powers than the president.
But it's not a reality we see.
Yes. Let me tell you, when former President Goodluck Jonathan was president, he took a trip to South Africa and he went with some state governors at a function in South Africa. And as president, he said it in that function that governors in Nigeria are very powerful. Are you there? Yes. So the kind of powers that governors have, Mr. President doesn't have such power. In as much as Mr. President is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Right. So if Mr. President sees what is going on in a state, a particular state that is wrong, he tries to mediate for peace and stability, for the issues not to escalate that will result to a situation where there will be the law and order will be abandoned and all that. And he gets to a point that he couldn't just go ahead based on the different parties that are involved in the issues or in the matter. And it takes such decision for the interest of the state and of the and Nigeria at large. For me, it's not an abuse of power. It's not too much power. We are in this country where governors have totally taken over the activities or affairs of local government. Local governments no longer breathe the way they are expected to breathe.
Even after autonomy.
All because of state governors. Supreme Court, that is the highest court, gave order, judgment, that local government allocation should go straight to local government. Are we seeing that play out? The governors are also using their own powers. Excessive powers. Even if some local government, their funds even go straight to them, the governors have derived the means of getting these funds from the local government chairman or chairperson that they put or install in office. So when we're talking about power, the president should also have some powers, and governors also have their powers. So if we want a situation where governors at the state can do and undo, and nobody checkmates them. It can't happen like that. So the Supreme Court has made a pronouncement, and they have clearly come out to say that this is what we think based on what we have seen and their interpretation. And for me, that has become a law. A president wants to go into a state, for instance, to talk about, for instance, land. The president does not have powers over any land in the whole of Nigeria apart from the FCT. If the president wants to do anything in any state with regards to land, we saw that played out during the regime of late Muhammadu Buhari, when he wanted to see how to help address this cattle herder